Hi, first graders. Today is Thursday, our last day of math for the week. We are going to talk again about comparison bars. We are going to do numbers 4 and 6 together, and then on your own, you will do 5 and 7. Just make sure when you do it in your packet and you take a picture, make sure that I can see your work. Make sure those fingers are out of the way and that the picture is nice and close so I can see definitely numbers 5 and 7. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with number 4. Number 4 says Zach scores 5 goals. John scores 8 goals. How many more goals does John score than Zach? I'm going to go ahead and I want you to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and I want you to go ahead and get started because we have to show our work. We're going to go ahead and we are going to make a math mountain. Okay, let me go ahead and get my pen here. I'm going to go ahead and make a math mountain. And then I'm also going to make some comparison bars. Now remember, with comparison bars, we have a large rectangle. Whoop. I'm going to try that one again, if that's okay. Actually, I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try that one more time. Mrs. Kona needs to draw that so it's not so skinny. All right. Then again, we have a smaller rectangle and a circle. Okay. Notice the rectangle and circle are the same size as our big rectangle. Okay, so we have a math mountain and we have our comparison bars. Now I'm going to read this again. Zach scores 5 goals. John scores 8 goals. How many more goals does John score than Zach? The first thing we always look for is we want to know the more. So I'm going to go ahead, more or fewer. We're going to go ahead and circle that. You circle yours too. And tell me, is there a number before more? No, there's not. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to put a box here because this is the number we are looking for. Okay, we're looking for more or fewer. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my comparison bar here. Okay, who has more? It says Zach scores 5, John scores 8. I'm going to think in my head, picture that in your head. What do you think, or who do you think scored more goals? Right, John. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to put a J next to the big box. And we're going to put 8 because it says John scores 8 goals. Here we have Zach. He has less. So we're going to put a Z for Zach. Okay. And we are going to go ahead and say he did 5 goals. Now, this looks like our math mountain, just like it. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to put that 8 on top, just like it is in the big rectangle. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a 5. And I'm going to put a box here because this is what we are looking for. Okay, so we have 5 plus what equals 8. So we are going to have to count on to figure out what would be an add-in or a partner of 5 to get to 8. Here we go. We're going to squeeze 5, pound it, and then count on. Here we go. Do it with me. 5, 6, 7, 8. How many fingers do you have up? Good. 3. Very good. So we have 3. I'm going to go ahead and write 3 in there. Same thing here. I'm going to check my work one more time. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze 5 to get to 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. How many fingers do you have? 3. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3. Notice I have a box with 3, box with 3. I also, in this box, have a 3. Now my label. Let's look. It says, how many more goals does John have than Zach? I think my label would be goals. So I'm going to write goals. G-O-A-L-S. At any time that you need to slow down, just press the pause button and then you can stop it, finish your work, and then come back and listen to the rest of it. All right, we're going to skip number 5. I'll come back and read it here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and do number 6. says, I see 8 more lilacs than roses. I see 9 roses. How many lilacs do I see? So I'm going to go ahead and draw my math mountain. I'm going to draw my comparison bars. All right. It says, I see 8 more lilacs than roses. I want you to think about that in your head. Think about which one it said had more. I think there's more lilacs, right? So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to find the word more or fewer. Okay, and what number is in front of more? That's right, 8. So I know that in my circle, anytime that we have a number in front of more or fewer, it goes into our circle, okay? Now, I also know I really thought in my head about which one had more. Was it lilacs or roses? It says, I see 8 more lilacs than roses. Oh yeah, there's more lilacs. So I know I have to have an L because lilacs, and then I have 8. Oh, nope, sorry. I'm going to erase that. Okay, it says lilacs, but do I know how many more? I do not know how many more, okay? But I do know how many roses I have, okay? So I have roses, and it says I see 9 roses. So I know that there's less, so I'm going to put 9 here, okay? Now, what I'm looking for, it says, how many lilacs do I see? I need to find out how many lilacs I see. So I'm going to put that box there. Same thing here. It's just like our math mountain. I'm going to go ahead and draw my math mountain just like I did my comparison bars. That square, the unknown, is on top. And we have 9 and 8. Okay? Now, I know I have to know that these two numbers together equals what we know for our unknown up here. The largest number always has to be on top. These two numbers always add up to what's on top. So let's go ahead and squeeze 9 and add 8 more fingers. Here we go. So squeeze 9, and we're going to do 8 more fingers. Okay, so I'm going to go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Good. I hope you did that with me. 17. I'm going to write that in there. I'm going to go ahead and put 17 down here. And then we're going to look for that label, okay? It says, how many lilacs do I see? So I know that I have to write lilacs. So L-I-L-A-C-S, okay? Now, 17 lilacs. Nice job. All right, you are going to today do numbers 5 and 7 on your own. I'm going to go ahead and read number 5. There are 11 cars and 19 trucks on the road. How many fewer cars are there than trucks? Now remember, you have to look for fewer or more first. Notice, is there a number before fewer? Oops. The next one says, Ken has 3 fewer balls than Meg. Meg has 10 balls. How many balls does Ken have? Now remember this one, look for that fewer and more. What's going to go in the circle? Remember, there's a number before there. Also remember to really think about who has more. Would it be Ken or Meg? So who would have the bigger box? Remember, if you have questions, remember to tell mom and dad. They can always contact me. Otherwise, I hope to see lots of great work and have a great weekend. Thanks.